Hey guys, Sevgani here, welcome back to the channel. This is not the video I thought I'd be making. Now, this is the closest you're ever going to get to me properly analyzing a game. So let's do this in around about a minute. The Euros finals happened during the weekend. And overall, I'd say it was a pretty okay game. It started off at the start pretty well, started off immediately. In fact, I thought we were in for this sort of blow for blow final, but then in the end, it just decided Southgate decided to park the bus and let the Italian team known for soaking up pressure and then just counter attacking, to try and attack them. And well, you got the results that you wanted, Gareth. You got a 1-all draw until penalties. Now, I knew going into penalties, yeah, Italy got this. They've got way better penalty shooters. However, the England team did not have bad penalty shooters. Let's talk about like Harry Kane, Harry Maguire, John Stones pulled out a bloody Panenka once on a random academy game. I didn't surprised that he didn't take a single penalty. However, for me at least, it was overshadowed by things that happened after the game. Now, I knew the moment that Marcus Rashford missed that if England went on to lose this, we were not going to be going for a very nice trip. And it went on to Bukayo Saka missing a penalty. First thing, I don't understand the penalty placement, to be honest. Bukayo Saka should not have been taking a deciding penalty. I don't understand the choice of Jadon Sancho to be put on the pitch. I understand Marcus Rashford, but I think you should have put him on maybe during the second half, just to start off the second half of extra time. Obviously, you may not need warm-up to just kick a penalty kick. However, it would have been nice just to him get into that mentality, because you could see with him going onto the spot, he did not look like he was in the zone, did he? And Bukayo Saka's a 19-year-old. I don't understand why you would allow him to take one. Jordan Henderson, he should be on one. Dominic Calvert-Lewin, there's another one who should be on one. He's already scored a penalty for England before this. And I know Jordan Henderson missed a penalty against Austria, but that still makes him one of the more competent players on your team to take a penalty. Raheem Sterling should have been on one despite his record of missing 3 penalties. That's still more experience than a 19-year-old kid. And if you needed to go to the more deciding penalties, Grealish, Stones, you have so much depth, and there are so many players I would pick way before Bukayo Saka. And this is not a criticism of Saka himself. No, this is a criticism of the fact that he's a kid. He should be remembering this tournament for scoring a goal for his country. Yeah, he is now going to be remembering this tournament crying because he just missed a penalty in a deciding penalty shootout for the final. And I don't want to talk about the game because there's a lot bigger things to talk about. And here's why I've titled the video England should be banned from international tournaments. I'm not saying England in general, the country, I'm saying the fans. Now, I know everyone's going to be defending it like, oh, it's fan banter, it's fan culture. Well, if this is the fan culture, then trust me, there needs to be no fans in England. Now, I'm just going through just the racial abuse. That's it itself. That in itself could be its whole video, but I'm not, because there's so many other people so much more competent than me to be talking about these things and referring to proper articles and stuff on the just sheer storm that these players had. And yeah, I knew the moment Bukayo Saka missed that penalty, it was gonna be ugly, like really ugly on social media. If you see a comment section of some YouTuber defending these England players, literally like 2 replies later, oh, there you go. There's one person trying to defend this absolute madness and disgrace to football. And the England fans itself, even if we're not talking about that, they went on and abused the policemen who were just trying to do their job. I guess understand they were just trying to control something and they got in the way. They were pushing people into the Thames. And again, it's just ugly scene after ugly scene in something that sadly we all knew was going to happen, because We've seen this before. Heck, when England drew to Scotland, not just lost, they drew. They drew and they were still top of the table that day. But no, don't worry. Go on to the comment section of any one of these posts and right there you'll see like 6 slurs just like thrown out and no repercussions whatsoever, which is maddening. And we've not, and a lot of things that people have not talked about is the whole domestic violence sector of it. Did you know that 38%, that's the increase of domestic violence every single time England loses? And that's not including a final. This was studies done 3 days before the finals of the European Championships. Do you think that those numbers are going to contain the same? They're going to plateau? No, they aren't. They're obviously going to rise. Because England fans like Barry, who's 50 in Croydon, who's a plumber and has a pot belly so fat that you could fit a basketball in there, he does not know the meaning of going too far, and his Facebook comment section looks more like a UKIP comment section. And it's crazy that England fans think they can get away with this. Obviously, there's obviously such an outpour of love, but again, it's that 1% we're talking about. Everyone's just throwing out that phrase, 1%. The 1%. Oh, why are you trying to put all the blame on us if it's just the 1%? Well, in that case, right, if someone has a cancer, right, if there's 2 cancerous cells in your body, you're purging the entire body. You're not just taking out that part, right? You need to understand it that way. And for me, England fans are not going to get it in their head unless the punishment's harsh enough. And you know what I think the punishment should be? It should be no fans in the Premier League. I'm not even joking when I'm saying I don't think that a single fan should be allowed in the Premier League this season. I think England should be... Look, yeah, this reminds me of that England-Bulgaria game, which was obviously, yes, I'm not going to compare racism to racism, because that in itself is a horrible thing to do. But what I am saying is, England fans went from campaigning to get Bulgaria out because of a sheer obvious tirade, which, yes, Bulgaria should have been banned, but then now they're just going on to defending these actions, which is just mad in my mind. Marcus Rashford should not be remembered for a penalty shootout miss. Jadon Sancho should not even be close to being remembered for a penalty shootout miss. Marcus Rashford and Jadon Sancho, and for that fact, any person who is not white on that England team should not feel the need to validate themselves by scoring a winning penalty. That's how you get validation. They shouldn't feel that. They shouldn't. And we've seen this throughout the entire tournament as well. From that Scotland game to them absolutely tirading on a little girl crying. Oh yeah, we're just gonna skim over that right now, aren't we? Because they gave them $20,000, which, yes, shouldn't have been done. But then again, you guys caused this and you're trying to fix this. It's kind of crazy in my mind. And for that, England fans should not be allowed their football. It's not gonna come home if you guys are not gonna start changing. And obviously it isn't as serious as things have been, but that doesn't mean that they can't become that serious later on, because it's a penalty miss today and it leads to a years of just a storm coming these players' ways. Bukayo Saka is 19. He has so much of his career to go, and it isn't even the last attempt England will have to win a tournament. Like, most of that team is less than 25. You get one more chance literally next year. Or don't you think players going to get more mature in 1 year? And yeah, in the end, I'm saying fair play to the England team. They did really well. But for me, the fans really need to feel the consequences of what they've done before they can even think about supporting the England national team in person ever again. And with that, I just want to end the video. Peace.